whenever we do have areas that there are a lot of mosquitoes, what are some of the options that the conservation district puts forward to either manage the mosquito population or eradicate mosquitoes with West Nile virus in them?
Well, one thing that we do in the beginning of the season, which is around April, we can historic areas that have had a lot of mosquitoes, a lot of mosquito complaints, or West Nile virus hits, we can pre-treat those areas. Those are typically areas that we know flood a lot, or like I said, we've had problems before. And then as the summer goes on, as I'm going to all these different sites across the county each week, we check for larvae in standing water. Anything, when there are larvae there, they're treated for, or if the thing that I caught the larva in can be just emptied out, that's the number one thing, is to just reduce the source. Or then if the source can't be reduced, we do apply the biological pesticides to that. So that's one thing that we do that can help reduce the larvae that are even available and around to then hatch off into the adult mosquitoes.
Now, in some parts of the world, they spray toxic pesticides from airplanes and have them land everywhere. Is that a type of technique we use here in Westmoreland County?
No, it's not. Like I said, our county program, we do the larva treatment. So I'm just applying, biological pesticides to standing water only. So I don't treat for any adult mosquitoes. However, there are situations, and we work closely with the DEP for that if there may be situations where the DEP may come out and spray for us, there's several thresholds that need to be met for that. And so they follow a criteria before they would choose to do an adult spraying in the county.
And that spray would be done as a localized treatment then?
Right. That would be, just a specific site. A couple years ago in Scottdale, there were, for example, 2 streets that were getting a lot of mosquito complaints due to the floodwater in that area. So it was, the truck spraying occurred at night. There's labels they need to follow, procedures they need to follow, and it was just 2 streets. So a very small localized area that occurred in.
Now, if I really go back to some of the biology that I remember learning years ago, some of the organic methods that you had just mentioned are based upon a bacteria, right?
Right. The 2 that I tend to use the most, the abbreviation is BTI and then BS. And those are both naturally occurring bacteria that actually occur in the soil. It's just a more concentrated form when we go to purchase the pesticides. It's a more concentrated form than, someone could purchase on their own.
And if somebody is used to doing organic gardening on their own property, that BT would be something that they'd recognize, right? That's the same thing that's approved for regular organic gardening, because that bacteria actually goes after the larvae, if I remember. Is that right?
Yes, they say that BTI and BS are both really, they have a good environmental profile, which means that they don't impact non-target organisms. So they're targeted for specific things like mosquitoes, gnats, and black flies. So they only, kill those things. They're safe for wildlife and, birds and things like that. You just need to make sure, if you're applying anything, that you apply it according to the label. Homeowners too, you can purchase mosquito dunks from, a hardware store or something like that, which has BTI in it. But again, you just want to make sure you're always following the label, which is what we do as well when we're applying the pesticides out here in the field.
So what if a homeowner has contact, Andrea? Does the conservation district actually work with homeowners, or do you just focus on testing and let the homeowners have to do their own thing?
Yeah, homeowners can absolutely contact me at the district. We also have a lot of information that we recently updated on our new website. So there's all kinds of things on there about mosquitoes, about West Nile virus. There's links to the CDC for more information. We also have a really great checklist for homeowners. So things like things that you can check around your home to make sure that you are not breeding mosquitoes at your house. So that's a good one to look at.
Well, thank you so much, Andrea. We really learned a lot today. I really appreciate the time that you've invested in helping to educate the residents of Westmoreland County. You're doing a fabulous job, and I am excited to hear we've only had 2 examples really late in the season of mosquitoes with West Nile virus. I suspect mosquito season will be over with the first frost.
Yeah, so we are winding down for the season. As fall approaches, mosquitoes aren't active anymore, so we're just it's not a big, West Nile virus isn't a big concern.
Well, Westmoreland County, we talked to an expert today. We feel confident that West Nile virus is not inundating Westmoreland County. The mosquito season is almost done. Again, I'm Doug Chu, one of your 3 Westmoreland County commissioners, and I appreciate your tuning in today. Thank you.